homework,
I'm done, okay? That's
and then
my
you
last
go
item.
look at it. How
Okay,
about
I'll
that?
look at it. All right.
And then you bring your ideas back, and we'll all talk about it the next time.
All right.
All right.
I think on the other side, though, I think we should make a decision on that, because I know they were, when we were
How
talking
about
to them.
you go look at it too?
Well, I'm not saying I'm saying on the east side of 5, I think we could, that makes sense to get rid of that no parking over there by.
By the intermediate school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was ever put
We
there
gotta get
for.
that taken care of, yeah, because they were complaining about that when we were talking to her, and
Was there any argument on that one, Jason?
So it's essentially the exact same scenario. It's just too narrow to allow rows of cars on both sides. And so it's
Who built
basically-
these roads?
It's the exact same. It's definitely before Bolton and Menk was in town. Okay, anyway,
It was just Mink then, right?
It was just Mink
I
then?
want to make sure this was working.
Brad Wolf.
No, but it's the same. It's the same scenario. If the concern isn't that it's going to be solid rows of cars, there's room to navigate one row of cars with no issue. If it's commonly going to be just one set of cars during pickup, the other side of the street isn't really being used at that time. There's no striping that's forcing cars to be up against them. You know, they're both actually very identical situations. They just look slightly different by how they're set up. So
I just think we need to go back and do a little more homework.
yeah.
And figure
I mean,
out what
I'm
side of
not-
the street
I'm-
you
I'm
want
with
the
you,
parking
to be
lot
honest.
done.
We gotta get that
I mean,
taken
let's-
care of,
let's-
though, yeah.
Let's get this homework done and be done with this discussion. This is like the 15th time we talked about this. I thought it was resolved once already.
First time in my time, but,
But it's been first time in a long time. Yeah.
oh, okay. We'll push it back to staff. Let them do homework. Let's go to D11, a sister city relationship discussion. Miss Wood and I can cover this, but Miss Wood, I'll let you take it first, ma'am.
Okay, so the mayor and myself was approached by Mr. Alexander Collins, who, that name may seem familiar. He is an EDA member, and he represents a group who has helped to facilitate designating sister cities with other Minnesota cities. A couple of those are the city of Brooklyn Park and also the city of Brooklyn Center. And what they are interested in is establishing a sister city relationship between the city of Isanti and also the city of Unification in Liberia. He said that we have 11 Liberians in our city, and there is a strong tie between Minnesota and Liberia because of the history of how that country was developed. And that is basically what they're seeking. And part of that relationship,
There's no money that's involved in this. All it is kind of information that's tossed back and forth. The actual mayor and police chief of the city in Liberia will be here tonight. And he would like to present his discussion or resolution to the council. And if you guys are on board with this, we are going to push this right to council so he can do so.
so there's not necessarily monies that it entails, but I will say from the research that I've looked into and also had staff look into, is that most cities do have an exchange of visiting a country or not with an elected official and also staff. So that could be something to discuss down the road. It's not required by any means, but usually there is the exchange of information and helping each other in whatever terms you set.
The chief and I are going to Liberia. I'm kidding.
Ms. Woods wants to go.
Unless you guys want to pay for it, then you can come too.
How many Liberians did you say were in our city?
There's
11.
11 currently.
Okay.
How many, let's say, people with Swedish background are living in the city limits?
You know,
German background?
I'm not sure, but that's actually what I was
Probably
familiar.
more than 11?
Well, that's
That'd
what I
be
was
my guess.
familiar with between sister cities and others as a heritage
Heritage,
background.
yep.
But actually, as I dug into it more, not necessarily so. It's just cultivating different ethnicities, I should say. For example, the city of Cambridge, I was kind of surprised that they have a sister city relationship with Sweden, but also Croatia and Japan.
Have you ever seen a Japanese person in Cambridge?
A Japanese person?
Yeah. Asian?
Oh, Asian, yeah.
Asian?
You
yeah.
have?
Yeah.
Really? I've never seen an Asian person in Cambridge. Just saying.
So I think that it's not just heritage. When Eisenhower did develop the program, I think in 1956. It was just to bring more culture to the areas of the United States. It wasn't necessarily
So we're-
just for heritage.
So we could have multiple sister cities, you're saying?
And there's no limit. I did check into that. I checked with our attorney. I checked in with other organizations. There is no requirement on how many you can and cannot have.
Oh,
You guys okay
answers
with,
my question then.
are you guys okay with sister city with
Unification?
You said we're gonna
unification
have
in
a presentation
Liberia?
tonight. I guess, probably, let's
I
have a
mean,
presentation.
if you guys are
decide.
paying, you can come with the chief and I.
If the consensus is that the council committee does want to consider this, we did draft a resolution. This would be added to the agenda tonight. I can pass that out now if you'd like to have time to review it. It would be a business item for discussion.
Can we review that as we do the goal settings and sew this
For sure.
up?
Yep.
So we'll move on to D18 as we're reviewing that resolution. That's what,
And what I have for goal-setting items is just an update, no action or discussion really to have. We had really great discussions at the beginning of the year and goals that were really important to council. And I'm happy to report that all of those are being touched on or completed, with the exception we're in process still with the personnel policy update and also the mission statement and vision statement for the whole city of Isanti for all departments encompassing together. Otherwise, all other tasks have been achieved.
Don, did we complete is that on here, the plan, what's that called?
The comp
Comprehensive
plan?
Comp plan? Are we still working on that, or? I see
Yeah.
you here, so I assume we're
Mayor-
probably gonna
yeah,
talk about
Mayor
it tonight,
Johnson,
huh?
Councilmember Burgley, yes, we're in process right now. Where we're at is I'm in completing the draft for Chapter 5, which is natural resources. And you're not meeting for Planning Commission this month, but next month in November, I'll present both the economic development and the natural resources chapter. And then Jenny Garvey is working with the Park Board on the comp plan update for the Parks and Recreation. When they're done and that's complete, I'm going to bring, my plan is to bring that to the Planning Commission as per, actually it's per the schedule as adopted in December. Then January, February will be the land use plan, and then we'll have the public hearing after that. So that is in progress and it is on track.
Super, thanks, Don.
any other comments or concerns on that? With that, we are done, and I will take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Excuse me, Mayor. Did we want any more, do you want to circle back to the sister city? Did you want to read this for a moment and then?
Are we all on board with that, I guess, is what would be the only question I have. Can we push this forward to the city council? Is anybody against that?
Well, it's just presented tonight. I mean, we can go read it now. And
Okay.
you said there's gonna be a presentation at the council meeting?
Yes. The mayor and police chief of Unification Liberia will be here for council
Well, I don't know
tonight.
why not. I mean,
Okay. Thank you.
I have a motion to adjourn by Councilman Burgley. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Collison. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Therefore, we stand adjourned.